Hello friends, I am Dr. Vinod Malkar, Professor of Marketing. Under the course of Marketing Management, unit number 5, that is Marketing Planning and Control. Today we are going to discuss the topic Marketing Audit. Like an financial audit, which is generally done by Chartered Accountant, which is mandatory under the Income Tax Act Section 44AB. If your turnover is above 1 crore for the businesses, then we have to compulsory do the financial audit. In case of marketing audit is not compulsory process, but to enhance the firm's efficiency, the marketing audit is done. We'll see the definition of marketing audit. A marketing audit is a comprehensive, systematic, independent, and periodic examination of company's marketing environment, objectives, strategies, and activities with a view to determine problem areas and opportunities and recommending a plan of action to improve company's marketing performance. Try to understand the definition of marketing audit. It is an comprehensive, systematic, independent, and periodic examination of company's marketing activities, that we can say that is marketing environment, then objectives, then strategies. Why? Because of determining the problem areas and then opportunities for the future, so that recommend a plan of action to improve the performance of the company. Why we should conduct a marketing audit? If we fail to learn from the mistakes in the past, we are doomed to repeat them in the future also. So that's why it gives an answers to why we are succeed in the market or why we are failed in the market. So that guides us for the future course of action. So that is the reason we should go for a marketing audit. We'll come to know what exactly the problems, where the problem arises, whether it is a problem related to product, whether it is a problem related to the pricing strategies, whether there is some external environment effects on the businesses, internal problems with the businesses. So these marketing audit give an answers to so many questions. That's why we should do a marketing audit. We'll go some of the history of marketing audit, that is evolution of marketing audit. In 1950s, Rudolph Dalmier, a former executive in Booz Allen and Hamilton, remembers conducting of a marketing audit. In 1952, Robert Levige, president of Ilvig Levige, dates his firm performance of marketing audit to over 2 decades ago. In 1959, American Management Association published an excellent set of papers on marketing audit under the title Analyzing Improving Marketing Performance in the report 32, 1959. And after 1960, the business and marketing consulting firms included their services of marketing audit. How the marketing audit should be? It should be comprehensive, which cover all the areas of marketing, from identification of need of the customer to the satisfaction of need of the customer, which includes starting from the new product development process, then product strategies, pricing strategies. So it should convert entire from a vision mission of the company to the Salesforce analysis or customer satisfactions. It should be a systematic, well-defined steps. It should be independent. It should not be influenced by the auditor or the people who are in the organization. That's why it is recommended that audit should be done from a third party, not from an internal people. It should be having some periodical, regular frequency, like the quarter or half year or the yearly audit should be done. So it should be a periodical. Moving ahead with next, that is components of marketing audit. These are some of the major components of the marketing audit. Marketing environment audit. So marketing environment are classified into 2 categories, that is macro environment and micro environment. Macro, all of you know, demographic, then phase, that is political, economical, social, technological, then cultural and environmental audit. So the auditor should look these parameters to whom this product has been made, that is demographic, age, then gender, so like that the parameters comes under. So what exactly, whether the political environment affects on the businesses, economical, what is the GDP of, and what exactly the economical situation, that is external environment. Then social environment, that should be also checked, and then technology, whether there is an impact of technology on the marketing. So these are also components that should be researched. Then the cultural, whether the shifting, where the cultural is going to shift. If it is an agricultural product, the environment impacts a lot on the marketing strategies of the company. So you will have to identify these are the major areas under macro that should be audited. Under micro, then customer, what the profile of the customer, that should be audited. Competitors also take in considerations in the marketing audit. Then the distributions, that is distribution channel, dealers, suppliers, facilitator, and even in public, that is directly or indirectly associated with the organization. So these are the points where a big area of marketing environment audit should be the part of marketing audit. Then marketing strategy audit comprises of business mission, vision, objectives, goals of the firm. So that is also needs to be assessed by the auditor. So whether the activities match with the mission and objectives of the firm. Then marketing organization audit. So all of you know the hierarchy plays an important role in the reporting system. So whether there is some impact of the structure of an organization's marketing organization. So the reporting parameters that should be checked, that is with a formal structure, functional structure. There are various types of organization structure, which exactly organization structure is following by the firm and whether it is efficient or not. Then the marketing system audit, that is what exactly the information systems that has been designed, like we got the information from retailers, then we got an information from the consumers, then there are so many information systems parameter or reporting system rather than. So whether that reporting system is properly defined, that should be also checked. Then planning system, how exactly the marketing plan has been done. So what are the points that has been considered, that also should be checked. NPD, that is new product development process, that should be also checked under the marketing audit. Then marketing productivity audit, that is profitability analysis, cost effective analysis, how much expenditure has been done on marketing and how much of profits earned through that activities. So that should be analyzed, that is under or productivity audit. Cost effective analysis, so whether doing an marketing operation cost effective analysis has been done or not, so that also should be checked. Marketing function audit, that is 4 P's, that is product, price, place and promotions, that should be also done. That is we can say the strategies audit also, that is product strategies, pricing strategies, distribution strategies and promotional strategies, that audit should be also done. Very important again, sales force is one of the major area. Every individual's capability should be checked with the help of marketing audit. So these are some of the broad perspective of the marketing audit, that is components of marketing audit. A firm can decide some of the components that should be excluded according to the type of firm, or some of the parameters that should be added under an marketing audit as per the firm's requirement. Moving ahead, the marketing audit process. So there are the 6 steps of marketing audit process. That the first one, that is the firm has to identify who is going to audit this marketing. There are lots of consulting firms which provide these kinds of services. I advise the marketer, if he is watching the videos, should go with the third party audit, because of internal audit is always biased and that expertise is not that much. So the firm should identify a proper auditor to audit their firm. Then the second steps, setting an objective of an audit. So the representative from the firm and the representative of the company of the organization should sit together and then decides what exactly the objectives of the marketing audit. Then they should go with the frequency of audit, whether it should be quarterly or generally yearly or yearly audit. So that is nothing but the frequency of audit. Then once the objective has been set, then under one consultation they should go with determining the areas to be audited. In the previous slide we have already discussed about which should be the areas the marketing audit firm should audit. Once the area has been decided, then moving ahead with developing an audit forms. There are so many forms that is required if it is the environmental audit or it is an organizational internal audit. Then there will be a SWOT analysis. So according to the areas of audited, a firm has to develop various kinds of forms as per it is generally the customized form made specifically for that organizations according to need of the organization. Then in the next step we have to implement the audit. So we have to go with some research, like an interviews method, that we should go with some of the Salesforce interviews, then the suppliers interviews, then the channel members interview, competitors analysis. So there are some interview based as well as secondary data analysis also required. So that is called as an implementing the audit. After finishing of an entire audit, there is a need to present the entire audit process in the form of results. So presenting the results in front of the management. So these are the systematic 6 steps audit process that I am suggesting here. Moving ahead, there are certain challenges of an marketing audit. Setting an objective is an first challenge. So what should be an objective of the audit? So to go with an future opportunities or challenges, or diversifications, or enhancing the growth of the organization. So in the consultation of the company, it becomes a challenging to set the objective. Secondly, data collection is one of the challenging tasks. If the organization is not performing well, the salespeople are many times not open up to whose fault exactly this is. They are always biased, and that's why it becomes a challenging for data collections. Even in secondary data, the reports that has been published at various places, it gets a report, is also a challenging. Then the third is a challenging point, that is report presentation. So always, the organization expecting something should be best come from the report, and the auditor has to present it very nicely about where exactly the problems happens. Generally, auditors suggest some of the incentive policies to the Salesforce, or some of the increase in salaries. So like that, the facilities that should be included. Sometimes the organization is not ready to accept certain points. So the auditor has presented in such a way so that the organizations have a growth and the opportunities in the future market. So this is all about marketing audit. I hope you had understood the phenomenon of marketing audit. So thank you for watching this video, and please subscribe our channel SK Business for getting all updated videos in the area of marketing. Thank you.